Criss Angel stuff is for sale. Speaking of celebrities needing money, again, this is just what happens. You and I have Game Boys and Funko Pops laying around for tens and twenties and hundreds of dollars to sell. People like Criss Angel, they have magic props to sell for upwards of 50 grand.
What are we doing?
And so I don't know what this means. I don't know what Criss Angel's studio warehouse sale means for him. Maybe he needs money. Maybe they need just to get rid of it so they have room for new and bigger, better illusions. Maybe a new show. Maybe he's retiring. Let us hope that that's the case. But all I'm saying is, it's a little suspicious when people like Criss Angel start selling off their warehouse of secrets in a studio sale, okay? And by God, much like on the top of this website, all prices are slashed, okay? Everything's got to go. Liquidation, on sale, Criss Angel Studio, happening May 31st and June 1st from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is your opportunity. If you yourself personally have ever wanted to own and be able to perform the illusions that you see people like Criss Angel and Doug Henning and David Copperfield and David Blaine, if you want to be a stage magician and you're like, where do I buy? Do I have to buy something? Do I need prop? This is it. You need to go check out Criss Angel Studio sale because everything must go. And when I tell you, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what he's selling here. Look at this, dude. Hey, I'm probably going to buy this one.
What are we doing?
Criss Angel's chopper appearance illusion, dude. Go ahead. Let that sink in. I'm going to be the new owner of Criss Angel's chopper appearance illusion. Go ahead. I'll let it sink in while I take this sip of water. Chris's desire was to create the ultimate motorcycle appearance, period. Not only was that mandate accomplished, but a mentalism routine was born that allowed a random audience member to examine the entire area and select which one of the 8 choppers that appeared while they were just feet away with an assistant sitting on it. This happens instantly, appearing fast and in truly impossible conditions. This is one of Chris's signature routines performed in his Vegas show for years, on tour and on his television series, Mindfreak. You can't say regular, you have to scream it like that, you know what I mean? Forget about those fake-looking bikes. This is the real deal. And Criss spared no expense. He spared no expense for this illusion, and I can only imagine. You know what I mean? His team spent countless hours developing it over years and years and years of time. This illusion includes a 9-foot chrome chopper, display table, gimmick, of course, projection panels, and the rights to Criss Angel's creation and routine and methods and technologies that will blow your mind. And ladies and gentlemen,
what are we doing?
I'm back. If you thought this was it, I'm back. The resurgence of magician Levi Sparks is here. He only has one in stock, and I need to get it. It's in very good condition. Item 1005 on sale for $69,999.
What are we doing?
Criss Angel, you silly goofy dog. So for only $70,000, baby, I'm back. I told Megs last night, I said, baby girl, what do you want? What do you want? She's been begging me for years. Levi, I need you to do one grand magic trick for me. And I said, hey, why don't I do that in Mexico at our wedding? I'll give you the grandest grand magic trick at the Grand Serenas Hotel and Resort is where we're staying. We're doing a grand magic trick at Grand Serenas. And so I said, hey, babe, do you want a card trick or do you want me to make a 9-foot Harley motorcycle appear on the rooftop deck, pool and bar and sauna of the grand presidential suite that we're staying in.
What are we doing?
You want a card trick? Or do you want me to make Criss Angel's motorcycle appear on the roof of our suite? Yes or yes? What do you want? You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's either a card trick or I could buy, hear me out, for only maybe $70,000 is a little outrageous for the cost, but maybe, just maybe, I could get, I don't know, what's this? Let's see what else we've got. Here we go. Oh, here's a floating table. I can get Criss Angel's floating table for, guess what? Only $99, and I'm in.
What are we doing?
F a card trick, dude. I'll just float a table and Megs will be in love with me forever, okay? I think if you're getting into magic, I mean, look at this. The Door to Nowhere illusion. Chris's original illusion creation performed by Mystica. What the fuck? Why do we have to put letters and why do we have to make names out of why does everyone have to have a fake ass name? I know that's rich coming from me, but Mystica, like the name of the girl who performed the show, like we can come on, bro. Chris's original illusion created and performed by Mystica. This is a very deceptive illusion and allows up to 4 people to appear out of nowhere. Beautifully handcrafted, ornate, and very durable for nightly use. Only 17 grand. About 5 times less than the Make a Chopper appear. So I could take the Door to Nowhere, put it on the roof, right at the edge of the rooftop, right? And then boom, where are people going to come from? It's the edge of the roof. I make 4 people appear from out of nowhere on the roof of the resort.
What are we doing?
For only 17 grand. I wonder if Criss Angel will ship it to Mexico. I think he should. If he won't, if I'm paying 17 grand, I need him to listen. Who knows? Look, we're all praying that the studio sale of Criss Angel comes with his retirement. Okay, I understand that one point in my life I was a diehard Mindfreak. Okay, that was my first stage name, my first YouTube video. Vimeo channel was McCurdy Mindfreak. I had a shirt that said it on it. You'll never see that again. And so it's a situation where I was young and I was dumb, and now we understand it. We understand now why and how Criss Angel is and came about and what he does and where he does it and the fact that it's all just kind of, it's not real. And so at the end of the day, and I understand, I'm not saying magic is real either, but when you watch things and people perform over the last 5 to 10 years, like David Blaine, who are innovating what magic is and blurring that line between real and reality and illusion and human feat and discovering what's actually possible out there, you start to become more and more numb to things that like Criss Angel are doing. When you see David Blaine actually setting himself on fire and then jumping off a bridge, that is a little bit more magical, I would say, as the definition, than, I don't know, Criss Angel using a stage prop to cut himself in half with fake blood bags squirting all over the stage and the audience to make it seem real and gory and just extremely annoying and over the top. So maybe, just maybe, with this warehouse sale, we'll finally see the retirement of Mr. Criss. But hey, listen, presumably now's a great time to do it. His kids, his son, thank God, is in good health. I know he was going through a cancer thing, leukemia maybe, something along those lines. I think his son is finally fully functional and out of the hospital, so congrats there, like finally living life. Maybe he wants to retire magic to spend all of his time with, I don't know, his son and his family. Not a terrible idea. And by the way, he's got what might be, I highly doubt it, but probably a successful breakfast, lunch, and pizza restaurant. It's CBLP. It's CBLP. If you're in the Las Vegas, not the Strip, nowhere near the Strip, it's like 2 hours away from the actual city of Las Vegas. So you got to drive really far, go get yourself some breakfast, some lunch, and or some pizza from Criss Angel's one of one own branded restaurant. And guess what? You got a little kid, you get ordering off the kids menu. Each kids meal comes with its very own trick that Criss teaches you himself. So, I mean, it's a magic inspired pizza place. And listen, all I'm saying is if you have a pizza place and you try to sell or serve literally anything else as a normal restaurant, your pizza is shit. If you have pizza on your menu and you have a list of like 5 to 10 specialty pizzas like a normal pizza shop, but also have things like breakfast, like omelets or lunch sandwiches, things that you wouldn't normally find at every other pizza shop, your pizza, terrible.
What are we doing?
I guarantee it. There's a place right down where we live. It's called Breakfast and Pizza. And if you think that their breakfast is any good, spoiler alert, I'm gonna just tell you their pizza is probably not good either. And I haven't even tasted it. And so it's a golden rule that if you are not fully dedicated to your pizza as a pizzeria, I'm sorry, but your pizza, not that great for me. There's never been a combo breakfast, lunch, and pizza restaurant that had immaculate pizza as well as delicious food in every other category. I'm sorry, but hey, maybe Criss Angel is the exception to that. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
So, if you've ever wanted to become a magi professionally or as a hobby, check out ChrissAngel.com is where you can find all of the warehouse items for sale ranging from hundreds of dollars to $80,000. But hey, it's an investment. Invest in yourself, invest in your career, invest in your dreams, and you never know where you'll end up. If you invest 70 grand into an illusion that makes a motorcycle disappear that you bought from Criss Angel's warehouse sale, that could probably land you a residency at a C or D grade shitty hotel in Las Vegas for like, I don't know, 10,000 a show for like 10 show, maybe. Like, you'd at least make your money back. If you went to any production, any stage, any theater in the country and said, hey, I'm a magician, I have an hour to an hour and a half long show. And by the way, the grand finale is me making a full-size 9-foot, fully functional motorcycle appear on stage. And by the way, someone from the audience picks which version of my bike gets chosen to be on that we make appear. So it could be this one or this one. So it's not just like we have that one loaded up. It's a crazy illusion. They would sell you a show instantly. So, I mean, the investment is there. The investment's there, but I just don't, I feel like you probably don't have what it takes. So I'm going to go down to the warehouse, get the motorcycle illusion, and then boom, announce my comeback as a professional magician in Mexico come mid-July. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?